To assemble our double reduction gearbox, the first thing we're going to need to do is prepare one of the shafts. So get one of the longer shafts, place it in the little groove on the jig here, and make a mark on the end of the line there. You're going to then need to go and cut that down to size using bolt cutters or a hacksaw. After you've done that, the end of the shaft will be quite sharp. So you want to get all the shafts that you're going to use, and you want to round over the edges of them by using a file just to put a little bevel on there, so that way when we put them into the gears they don't snap. Right, so just use your fingers and turn them, make sure you can't feel any sharp corners on the edge of that. Next step is to get your motor and find the 10-tooth gear. There are 3 small gears in these kits, so the 10-tooth is the smallest, otherwise you can count the actual individual teeth on here to get the correct one. So place your 10-tooth gear into the jig like so, and you're also going to want to use something here like a nail punch, because it's really important that when we're pressing this onto the motor that we're putting pressure on the end of the shaft. If we push down on the motor, what might happen is this shaft might slip inside the motor. So having someone to help you do this will make life a lot easier. So you're going to hold the motor, you're going to put that on top of here, and then just gently tap it in with a hammer until the gear is in the right location. And there we have there. So I've got a gap between the gear and the motor so it can still spin freely. The next step is to mount this into the gearbox. So to do that you want to carefully slide it in, making sure you're not knocking those wires off. So you can see there we don't have very much room there, so this is why it's important to solder these wires on prior to assembling the gearbox. Then you're going to line up those holes there, and using the 2 small screws supplied, you're going to screw that motor into the gearbox housing. And there, my gearbox is now being screwed onto the housing. Next step is to get the smaller shaft we cut previously and get one of the other smaller 12-teeth gears, and we're going to follow step 2 on the jig and fit the locators. So again, putting that on top of there, using a hammer, very lightly tap, just to put that locator on there like that. Alright, so just going down till it's hit the desk underneath, should be far enough for now. Next, we need to put that locator through the next hole on the gearbox, like so. We're going to get our washer and put the washer on that shaft there, and get one of our 50-tooth white sprockets, and we're going to put that into our jig like so. Alright, now we're then going to carefully, without dropping that washer, put that shaft on top of the gear like this, and again slight tap until it starts going through that gear. Now in this case we need this gear pressed up against the other gear there, so we need this shaft to go through much further. So using our gearbox jig, we want to line up so our motor goes into this hole and that goes into that hole, and it'll allow us to knock down this shaft until it comes in tight. You might need to move this over to the edge of the bench like so, so when you're hitting down you don't have the bench behind it stopping you. What you're looking for is a little bit of play in that shaft there, so this can move along this motor shaft, but you don't want it so tight that it's not going to spin too freely. At any point you need to adjust the locator on this end, you can use this hole up here, and that'll allow you to pop that in there and push it down to adjust any further. Next step is to put the locator on the longer shaft. So again, I'm going to put that into that hole there, place my shaft on top, give it a gentle tap, and again, because it's quite a long shaft, you might need to put this over the bench to get it down a bit further. There we go there. I'm not going to go down too far on this one just yet until I've got it assembled on the gearbox. So this is going to go in the second hole along just here. Push that across. And now I need to set the next 50 tooth gear. So I'm going to put that gear here, face down, and these two sections are obviously for these two gears here. So to start off with, I'm just going to hold that above there, give it a light little tap to get started. So it's on the shaft. Then I'm going to the rest of that gearbox so it's sitting nice and flush like this, and continue tapping the top of this shaft until I have about equal distance on either side of the gearbox. So now I've got it about equal distance on the gearbox. I just now need to slide this locator up to the side of this to lock it into place. Again, you're looking for a little bit of play in that shaft to make sure that you don't have too tight of friction against the gearbox so everything can spin freely. It's important that when you are putting these together, whenever you're hitting, you're making sure that these gears are meshing so that way the plastic isn't pushing against the other teeth and going to break the teeth of those gears. Now you should have a gearbox that spins quite freely and is ready for putting onto your car.